right. Yes, we are counting down. Or no, we're not counting down. We're counting live. Here we are back with Sunday Night Vinyl Confessions. As always, myself, Trevor from Flat Round and Son, got his PBR, and our special guest for the evening, Olivier of the Vinyl. What the hell are you? Vinyl what?
The Vinyl Lounge, Montreal. Steve, come
Montreal.
on.
Yeah.
He's gonna start. We've been buddies for 5 years now, and I'm pulling out my live boot.
The boot.
What is that you're drinking?
This is I like a nice New England hazy IPA. If Alex pops in, Alex, the beer sniffer there,
Okay.
the beer taster.
Mm-hmm.
But
All right.
What's this sample comment thing?
Well, just because that just came up just
okay, you were checking it out.
while we waited. There's Marcia.
Hey, Marcia.
Oh, Marcia P.
Olivier, do you know Marcia? I mean, Marcia.
Well, I watched last week, and
Yeah.
Marcia was there, and I think I follow her. Yes, but we've
Okay.
never actually interacted.
There's
So,
FBA. He's from Montreal. FBA, you guys should meet up, man. FBA's in Montreal.
well, so that, but yeah, we should. He's
Yeah.
right. He's like probably 15 minutes away. He's like on the plateau. That's where you are.
I met up with him when I was there in Montreal.
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
Yeah.
Did he take you to 33 Tours and all that? I think you did. Yeah, you did go shopping with him for vinyl.
I did go to a couple record stores. I can't remember the name of them, but Richard's here as always. Thank you, Richard.
Hey, Richard.
Marcia says it's nice to meet you. Says hi to FBA. So really, you know what? There's been a lot going on, probably for all three of us. Trevor's house has been taken over by poltergeists, I think. Got so much shit going on. I feel horrible for you.
We'll talk about that after the broadcast.
Yeah. I was in Arizona house hunting, and Olivier's been busy taking care of the friendly people of Montreal. So we decided, tonight we're just not going to do a topic. If somebody wants to throw a suggestion out there, go ahead. If not, I think we're probably going to get Brian. There's another loyal watcher. Olivier is probably just going to go on and on about his man crush of Tom Cruise. So
my man crush.
Yeah.
I got a lot of okay. Well, I'm gonna go on. Like I'm here to chat. I'm here to have some fun. So, but you know what? Originally you had thrown out a topic, right?
Right. But it was just proving to be difficult because we were just running out of time for each of us.
Yeah, it was a bit too short of a.
Yeah.
Everybody was quite kind of busy.
Yeah, well, I brought it up. Was it Friday? I texted you, Steve.
Yeah.
I was like, we haven't come up with anything for Sunday.
I don't have a topic. Yeah, because I was preoccupied. So were you, and
yeah.
Here you go.
Hey, comment ça va, mon ami? Hey,
there you go. He's on the South Shore.
Français on the plateau. South Shore. You live in Longueuil, so he's off island. Yeah, he's too far away from me. I gotta cross the bridge to see this guy.
Oh, now you're starting to sound like Steve.
We'll meet halfway at a barber shop or something.
How you doing, William?
Hey, William.
FEA. Yeah. I don't know. Neither of you probably have had your beard trimmed in a long time. Between you and FEA, and FEA's got a long.
He's got a beautiful.
He's got flowing tresses. He puts the three of us to shame.
But I saw in a late video that he was saying that it looks like he's got a lot, but he's kind of losing. Is he?
Well, you know what?
You saw him live.
I saw him, but I think he had a hat on the whole time. So maybe you're onto something there.
Because you know what? Maybe he's trying to make us feel better, or he's just being honest.
Yeah.
But no, I had hair like him back in the days, and that's a long time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Trevor and I have showed each other pictures. Yeah, I mean, when I was 17, 18, 19, I was playing in a band and I had long blonde hair, down to here,
Oh, blonde hair?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
oh, here's Mike, MGK.
Mike.
Hey, bonjour. Comment ça va, Mike? Oh, so I was gonna ask you, Trevor, if the venue you played at was Fufun Electric. That's what he's mentioning right here because that's an iconic spot in Montreal on St. Catherine.
You know what? I get this was almost 25 years ago. I don't recall the name of the place.
Because a lot of punk bands and underground. That's actually where one of the first venue. This first time Nirvana played in Montreal was at Fufun
Okay.
Electric. It's this underground metal shaking punk rock beautiful venue that still remains today, and that's where they still the punk bands and all that go to have a good time.
It could have been. I don't recall. I remember that just that tour we sold like one girl shirt to some drunk dude in Montreal. And I mean, he was wasted. I'm like, he's pointing at the shirt, and I'm like, La Femme? And he's just like,
So
okay.
you had your merch and everything.
Yeah, I was doing merch and loading gear and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
So
Okay, so both of you guys are born in 1970, right? I think
that's
we
right.
yeah.
that, right? Okay. So, I mean, I'm born in 56, so I'm 14 when the two of you are born. So, I mean, I think I know Trevor's musical taste pretty well, but I mean, Olivier, when you go like thrifting and everything, I mean, you are buying just any and everything. I mean, you're buying Elvis and Count Basie and Aretha Franklin and Deep
Yeah.
Purple and whatever.
So
What,
you're
what
wondering who
what
are
was your
you?
first concert? What was your first concert?
My first ever concert that I saw live was at a festival here in Montreal, Packagani. I might have mentioned it, and it was a huge 15-day festival. Elton John was there. There was so many big acts, but Platinum Blonde. Um, I don't know if you are or you know this.
I know of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
So they're from Toronto.
yeah.
Um, they're actually, yeah, I could have shown you a picture, but so I saw three guys on stage wearing pink suits, blonde hair up to here, and spray net days and all that. And that was my first ever where I sat down, watched the show, and and then that's where my music concert life started because after that I've been to as much as I can, as many as I can, and I also was fortunate to work a bit in the music business for a while. I was a personal manager for a friend of mine's band. Um, Actually my best friend Antoine, and I shot for a record deal for them. I ended up getting him signed on EMI Music Canada, which
Oh
is
wow.
was a great label at that time in Canada. I don't know if you guys know a band called Moist or Tea Party.
Oh, Tea Party.
I
Yeah.
know
So
Tea
Tea Party,
Party.
Moist, those were the days we were signed on the same label as these guys.
Mhm.
Moist is David Usher, so they were very very popular. If you would hear Moist, you would probably recognize them.
I know the name. I think I recall because it's around the same time period. But Tea
Yeah.
Party definitely. Uh, my buddy's band uh, opened for Tea Party
Oh.
in Detroit,
Oh, there you
and
go.
with the border being so close, it actually for the venue it broke their record of attendance in that venue. They like
Oh.
oversold it.
Oh, there you go.
So, and in fact, my friend's band, they're even though it's weird, Tea Party's a three-piece band, and these guys, my friends, they had to like be in a line in front of the stage because they had so much equipment. And I'm like, it's three guys. What the fuck,
They pull out all these instruments. I've seen them a few times, obviously,
Yeah,
and they're a bit like the Door. They were compared. To, the singer looks like Jim Morrison. The
right.
sound was similar to the Door, and they would pull out all these crazy, some instruments that you remember Jimmy Rockway. He would pull out the big I forget what it's called. They would pull out of these things, all these instrument, because the singer used to travel a lot and pick up instruments on his travels in India and all that, and he would incorporate that into his music. And yeah, so they had a lot of stuff, but they
Right.
were a great band. So
Olivier.
we were signed on the same label. So what I was saying is that uh, I was fortunate to be in the music business for a while. Also, worked at Donald K. Donald here in Montreal. You probably know Donald K. Donald. He was a huge concert promoter. He's the one who put Céline Dion on the map here,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
and many other bands. And so I worked there. So I used to go see a lot of shows, including Kiss about 24 years ago when they said it was the farewell tour.
Right. They've
And
done
I
a
was
number.
so freaking excited to
They've
be
done a
seeing
number of those.
Kiss.
All right. FBA will meet up with you. So.
He
Oh,
didn't.
there you go.
All right. You know that one?
Oh no, it's not Chez Paris. It's Chez Paris,
Yeah.
Mike, and
You
it's
know,
still there.
you know what's funny, Anthony? I was thinking the same thing. I need a goddamn hat. Um,
Yeah, we didn't call each other.
No.
Ed's here. How you
Hey,
doing,
Ed.
Ed? Yep. MGK knows of Tea Party.
Of
Yes.
course.
From Windsor.
FBA saying
I
Anthony's
didn't know they're from Windsor though.
And
and
MGK, you must know Moist, obviously.
what's that?
I was
No,
asking Mike if he, you must know the band Moist.
Oh,
He's
okay.
very into the Canadian.
I should ask Rob from Northern Revolutions. He's the ambassador of Canadian music.
Yeah, I actually gave him a spin. His favorite band being Glass Tiger.
Do you know this one?
Keeping it specialized at bootlegs, operating in St. Catherine up to the mid 20. Remember the place?
Specialize in bootleg.
Oh yes, I know which one you're talking about. Yes, was it the second? Was it the second floor or the basement, Mike? Sorry, not Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, FBA. C'était le second floor or basement? I remember. I know exactly what you're talking about. There was two on St. Catherine.
Oh, MGK does not like moist.
Oh, he doesn't like Moist.
At
Oh,
least the band, he doesn't like moist.
he was. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, this could go in all kinds of directions.
It
Yeah.
could be. It may be a little too commercial for him, but it wasn't that commercial. And the singer, David Usher, was very cute. Maybe that's why he didn't like him.
Oh, he was jealous. Okay.
You know, some guys, oh, I hate that band, mother.
Okay. All right. Well, somebody throw out a topic to us, unless one of you guys have something you want to get.
Well, go ahead, Trev.
Oh shit. Man. Yeah, trying to keep the train rolling here. Well, I mean, the thing I was gonna put out, which I mean, we could do this on a later thing. I was gonna put in the subject. Well, be prior to this week. I still had the list from our first incarnation of the show, and I was gonna do favorite bands that are not from the U.S. or U.K. and I was gonna throw in or Canada. But I mean, we could discuss those.
That leaves you Australia and New Zealand and Germany.
Yeah, yeah. And I was trying to let's see.
Well, if I'm choosing from those countries, I'm taking the Scorpions from Germany. That would be my favorite non-U.S. Canadian UK band. Would be probably Scorpions.
Yeah, I was going to either do them or Rammstein.
Hey, by the way, look what I have behind Tom.
Can't
What
see.
is it? Can't make it out. What is it?
Oh,
it's
Ozzy.
Okay.
I thought of you, Trev. Also, don't worry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was gonna go Brazil with Sepultura, and then I could do
Sepultura.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
And then I could go Sweden, and I can go with Nick Anderson, but it'd be entombed.
Oh yeah. Whereas I would take helicopters or Imperial State Electric.
Right.
There you go. You know this one, Olivier, who he's referring
This
to?
is Sunrise, my Angrignon, who used to work there back day. Oh yeah. So you go to Angrignon, yeah, because you're closer. That's closer to the bridge for you. I go to the Sunrise here at Fairview Point Claire. It's a Sunrise, guys. Is a vinyl store. Obviously, they have all brand new stuff, but they also have a section for pre-owned.
Yeah, because I've heard like Rob from Northern Revolutions talk about Sunrise, and it sounds like it's like a national chain.
It's a Canadian chain, yes, and they're doing very well from what I hear, which is cool because it's not easy to. Well, vinyl's doing well, but a lot of the vinyl stores. I mean, I don't know how they maintain and they stay open. It's not easy.
Well, it depends on the store. Like around here in the Seattle area, there's several that are open 7 days. But then there's a few that I know of that they take their weekend like on a Monday, Tuesday, just because I think they probably learned over time, just like, well, we get like 5 people in on a Monday. What's the point of even being open? You know?
That's the hairdressers schedule. They do
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah. So
They close on Monday, Tuesday. Actually, it's Sunday, Monday, or Monday, Tuesday. But yeah, it just
Yeah.
makes sense. Weekends is the hot time to. But I mean, it's just hard. Retail in general is so hard. So the vinyl, I don't know what the markup is on vinyl. I never looked it up. I don't know how much money they make on. I know they make money on these pre-owned because they usually get donations or they buy lots and all that. Uh, exactly. So and then you go there, they're selling it for $20 and they got it for free. So if they can get those through, and then
store in Seattle, and so I traded in. I got like $60 in credit. So I'm like, all right, cool. That's a nice coupon there. So
so you
uh,
got but how many do you bring in for $60?
it was about I think 7, 8 albums, singles too.
Okay.
So yeah, they did me all right there.
I was surprised when I was in Arizona that because there's a chain out that way. They have 2 locations in Tucson. I think they have 7 in Phoenix, and then they have a couple in Vegas. So they've kind of like got that corner cut out for themselves. So I was glad to see that somebody could make it in this day and age to have that many locations.
Oh, the Zia.
Yeah, Zia. Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, I wanted to go there the last time I was in Vegas, but yeah, just didn't happen. I didn't think our luggage really would have been able to handle.
I
With
know before we move, I'm going to do that same thing, Trevor. I've probably got a couple hundred albums I do not need to move with me,
Mhm.
and but I'm not going to give them a trade. I'll do a garage sale. At least I can get something for them that way. Um, and I hope nobody walking up my driveway expects to pay $1 a piece for an album because they're going to be decent albums.
Right.
So
But then you'll have to advertise it. No, garage say, yeah, well, garage, if they see vinyl, someone that knows if they're decent, if you're doing a garage sale, it has to be decently priced still.
yeah,
But
Yeah,
yeah,
price them to go, but know that this is vinyl market prices.
yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
yeah. I'm not giving them to you $1 a piece so you can sell them for 15 or 20 on eBay.
Exactly,
Right.
flippers. So yeah, yeah. I mean, to go. There's so many people. If you're on YouTube, there's so many channels that are crate digging, and they're not crate digging for themselves. They're selling. It's for resale.
Right.
It-
So now, speaking of the, going through like the thrift shops, which you're known for doing, and your, well, our buddy Anthony, also.
Anthony, I have a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, so have you noticed? Because he's showing us photos, and I don't know about video, but he's showing these kind of vulture esque guys just like piling in, like when they bring in the fresh supply.
Oh, I
Um,
didn't see that.
oh well, I mean,
Yeah.
he sent us
I
the
think he sends it to us that the text thread that we're on with MGK and Gary, and yeah, so we get to see kind of behind the scenes.
right,
When the vinyl batches come in before they're put out on the floor, type of thing.
or as they're getting put out on the
Yeah.
floor right after. I was going to ask you, have you witnessed that, like when they bring out the fresh meat?
No, and what I've no, I've never noticed that. And what's pissing me off a bit, there's this. I thrift because I thrift in general, but I'll occasionally find an album that I personally like, because when I thrift, you guys see me buying all kinds of stuff. I like all kinds of music, but like I had mentioned, I have I'm on other platforms, and I don't spin only for myself in this day. I spin for I don't know if you've seen my other channel or heard about it. I have I have close to 200,000 people following.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
It's
like
a huge.
95,000 on Facebook, 70,000 on TikTok. So when I spin every day, it's not just for me. I've become a bit of a DJ slash,
Well, I know that well because I definitely on Facebook. I see all the time,
yeah.
and I've commented on there, and you've replied.
Yes, exactly. That's true. Yeah. So
And
so so like I say, when I get there's a lot of things I get that I don't I've never heard of, I know someone has heard of, and if I spin it, then I'll discover it, and someone will talk about it. So I'm spinning for the world. I'm having fun. I'm discovering and learning a lot of things. My knowledge in music is developed, and I'm not. I learn every day. I research and learn every day. Before every spin, I do. You probably noticed in my. It's not. I can't do it on YouTube because it's the description is short. But your Patty will organize your yard sale, Steve.
I know. So thank you, Mike, for offering up your wife.
You know, yeah, and you know where Mike's. You know where half of your vinyl are going to go. This guy right there, Mike. You know what? If I buy 10,
Let me catch up here on some comments. I did not go to the in groove. I just ran out of time, but I probably would have told him he was a knob, Richard. Gary says hello, Olivier.
how you doing, Gary?
Gary's
Gary.
saying hi to Richard. Did you, Olivier? Did you ever dump your vinyl, or have you always kept it?
If I let some go?
Yeah, I mean, at some point, when CDs came in vogue, did you let go of your LPs and then you came back to vinyl later on?
No, so all my CDs are in my truck. They're all, and I don't know why. I've taken them all out of the cases and I put them in these folders, and then I have like four big fold. I probably have 1,000 in my car.
You
That
have
I
a thousand CDs in your car.
Yeah, but without the cases. So they're
Oh,
all
okay.
they're all in those sleeves.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
yeah, but
it's
yeah, I
logic.
got tons, and then but I in my house there is nothing but analog. I don't have Bluetooth. I have nothing. I have this. I have an 8 track over there. I have a reel to reel and an 8 track and a turntable in my bedroom, and in the basement I have my '80s system that I brought back from my parents that they kept.
You have a cassette player?
I like 4 track.
No, cassette player.
Yeah, yeah. Well, in my kitchen, it's a boombox.
Oh, okay.
in my bedroom. I have a cassette player. I collect cassettes.
Okay, because
I have about 1,000 cassettes.
Anthony just bought a cassette player yesterday.
I
Yeah.
saw it. He sent me a video. It's
Yeah,
amazing. The Pioneer.
yeah.
Yes.
There's
It's a beauty, and I love the way it goes. I don't know if you saw the way you put the tape in,
Yeah.
slide up and down, which is very cool.
Right.
Here's Jack. Olivier, I don't know if you know Jack. He's a Canadian too.
Because all Canadians know each
The
other.
CD
Yeah,
cave.
yeah. Well, it's a small country. What are there, like 40 or 45 of you? What is it? Mm,
Okay.
I don't know. I've
Well,
driven through Toronto. I know that there's more than 45 people.
yeah, we're just quiet. But the CD cave, no, I don't know.
okay, well,
That's Jack, another Jack, because I know Jack from Vancouver.
right. Yeah, Jack the Vinyl Martini. Yeah,
Yeah, Vino Martini.
yeah. Give Jack
But the CD
CD.
cave, nice to meet you, Jack. Where are you from, Jack? Where is he from? And
I think he's. I want to say he's out. I thought he was out west, but for some reason, I think he may be in the Montreal area. I don't
oh,
know.
seriously?
Can't remember. I mean, do you know Twinger's Turntable? Mark? He's from Montreal too. You know his
Twinger's
channel?
turntable.
It's Twinger's Turntable. His name's Mark.
Yeah,
Super cool
I've
guy.
heard of it. I've heard you guys talk about
Yeah,
it, but
he's in Montreal also.
I don't
Okay,
think.
here you go.
But
Jack is in Ottawa.
oh, he's in Ottawa. Okay, cool. There's some
Okay.
great vinyl shops in Ottawa. I did a few videos on those on YouTube
Well,
when I
Jack
was
is a
there.
big. He
CD.
orders a lot from Amazon and eBay. Pretty much like every 2 or 3 days, he does an episode where he shows what he received in the mail.
And is it mostly CDs?
He does mostly CD. He'll show some vinyl, but he does CDs.
Mike from MGK Boston. So my parents, like I mentioned earlier, maybe you weren't there. My father used to work for the government. So when I was younger, I left Quebec City, 4 years in Toronto, and then my father, he's a delegate for Quebec in Ontario, delegate for Quebec in New England. So we went to Boston, and they lived in Back Bay, in Boston, just off the canal, which was a beautiful, like the back balcony. You would have the rowers back there, and it was so it wasn't Harvard back there. It was what's it called, Mike? What's it called?
Well, let me ask you this, Olivier. This will harken back to the days of Spin on This. I don't think you were part of the VC when Spin on This was going on. It was an award-winning show that Gary and I co-hosted. It was the best goddamn show. Hopefully, Gary's still here, because you have your Tom Cruise sitting on your shoulder there, almost like an angel for you. Okay, yeah. If you're in a plane, who would you rather have be the pilot, Tom Cruise or Leslie Nielsen?
Is that a trick question? Like a commercial plane,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like a jet fighter?
No, you're on a commercial plane, so
I'm in a commercial plane, so uh, Leslie Nielsen.
okay. There is no right or wrong answer.
Because neither one.
I don't think I don't think Maverick can. Well, I don't know.
Well, I told you,
Hey, Trevor, can you believe he's never seen Top Gun?
I told you that I have never seen that
No,
movie
he's never seen Trevor. He's never seen Top Gun.
because I don't like Tom Cruise.
Hey, you know what? I didn't see it until probably 2 years ago. I had no interest in seeing it.
And did you see it just because the sequel was coming out?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that might have
are
been
you
it.
serious?
Yeah.
But I'm a bit more cheesy. I'm a cheesy guy.
I mean, it was a great advertisement for the Navy. So,
Gary knows where that question's coming from. No, it only lasted for I think Gary and I had 10 guests on, and but MGK was one of them.
mhm.
Sam St. John was one. Rob at Northern Revolutions. Um, Brian Cosmic Vinyl was one.
How long was that? How long ago?
God, that was about 3 years ago, I think.
Okay, yeah, I haven't been here. I'm going to be 2 years, I think, in April.
Yeah. What Gary and I would do is we would have somebody on for like a half hour, and we would just grill them with stupid and embarrassing questions. Okay.
That's amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
And
hilarious.
it was a blast. Yeah. It was.
You would have friends, and they would stick there and get
Yeah.
grilled.
Yeah. Like MGK, when we had him on, he basically tried to take over the show.
Because he didn't want.
Shocking.
Yeah. Because I think when we asked him, um, seeing how you live in America, but you were born in Canada, say there was a war between the two countries, which side would you fight for? And he was like, I'm not going there. And then he kind of took over the show after that. He just started asking questions instead of me and Gary asking the questions. She'll be on Steve's Watch. I saw that movie in the show, Mike. That sucked big time. Man, please don't tell me you like that movie.
What about Cocktail, man? You never saw
Never saw
Cocktail?
Cocktail.
Come on, man!
Yeah, and plus,
Never
I mean,
saw Cocktail.
and what did that movie birth? Like one of the most annoying songs on the
Oh, yeah.
planet.
Yeah.
What was the song again? It was
It's Kokomo, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Kokomo. But there's another. There's the soundtrack. There's a few decent tracks. But I know Kokomo. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
well, Olivier, while we're on the Tom Cruise
Yes, sir.
subject,
Gonna grill me?
what's your favorite Tom Cruise movie?
Oh, listen. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. Well, oh.
We don't want you to lie. That was one of the
Well, I
rules I
can't lie.
put
It's
on there. You
confessions.
could
I
not
told you.
lie.
But there's so I don't like. I'm gonna be brutally. I don't like Tom Cruise. I just think he's phenomenal in his movies. I think
okay.
phenomenal. That's a
Separate
big word.
the art from the
Big word.
artist.
Mission Impossible. I don't get tired of that.
You know,
Like I like that, but like I said, I'm all over the map. It's a bit like music. You'll catch me watching like it's from A to Z when I'm watching movies. But Top Gun is right up there. Top Gun is right up with the original one. I didn't hate the last one, but the original Top Gun movie, I really enjoyed. I think he's a good actor. I don't like Tom Cruise personality. I don't like. I'm not a fan, but I don't stop there. I didn't. I never. I never hated him enough not to watch his movies.
Gary,
I could have if I kept following him and digging deeper and listening to him in interviews and but
it's Elizabeth Shue in anything.
uh,
Um,
she was adorable, man.
oh, hell yes.
She played in
Risky Business is his senior year.
Risky Business. Thank
That,
you so much, MDK.
that was
Mike
good. I mean, I
in his underwear with the tie,
Yeah, that's Mike. That's Mike. Picture MGK like that.
sliding across
Hey.
the living room.
hey,
Yep.
hopefully his new house will have hardwood floors, and see if we could make him recreate that in July.
Mike, that's you'll have to do that. You know what?
You know what you do? I used to do this when I was a teenager. I would take lemon pledge and spray it on the kitchen floor, and then I would run from the living room with socks on and just slide across the kitchen.
Wow. You know what? That's the second time in a week that lemon pledge has been brought up.
Why?
Is it
Who
true?
else brought it up?
I brought it up on Rob's live stream the other day, because something about reminding us of something, like our parents or something, and I brought up the best of bread my mom would play when she would clean house, and every time I hear bread, I can almost smell
Lemon pledge.
pledge.
The best of Bread, the band.
Yeah.
That's funny because that's one of the albums I got yesterday.
I thought I saw that when you were flipping through. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the best of Bread. I'm not very familiar with the band, but
That record has a ton.
They're kind of a confusing band because they will do kind of a rock song like Mother Freedom.
and then
Right,
go folk.
Guitar Man.
Yeah, and trucking. But then they do that sappy piece of crap, Dear Diary or whatever.
Well, David Gates.
In my diary. Oh,
Go, 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 go.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe because it makes me think of my mom. That's why I
Right. Yeah. I get that connection. Yes.
that or the best of Carly Simon, one of the two.
No. No.
You
I don't
know,
know what that album cover looks like. I only remember what the album cover of No Secrets looks like because of she's on high alert on that album cover.
oh yeah,
If
Are
you
you
can
talking
tell.
about Carly
the
Simon?
best of Carly Simon. It's just like a
Carly
black
Simon, No Secrets, the album cover. She's got like on a purple bluish sweater.
yeah.
But I
I know what
got
you're
that
talking.
album
I know what
also
you're talking.
yesterday. Did you notice?
I'm sorry.
I don't.
That was also an album that was in that lot that
I
I
know you
got
got a
from that
Carly
lady.
Simon, but it wasn't No Secrets. I don't think.
It wasn't No Secrets?
No.
Yes,
No.
yes, Anthony, Rebecca Dorme. Yeah,
Yeah.
watch out for Guido the Quailer.
Here's Gary Breaking Bad on Rob.
Hey guys, oh man, Alex is in Boston.
Yes,
He is.
yeah,
He's at
they were
Anthony's
hanging out
house.
earlier,
Yeah.
and actually, Alex is gonna be here tomorrow. At Tuesday, Alex and I are hanging out.
Oh, seriously, he's doing the tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking I need to talk to Steve and see if we can get a tour shirt made for Alex.
Actually, I'm surprised Alex wasn't stopping by here because Dream Theater was in Chicago last night.
Yeah, yeah. I think Vance went and saw him.
Yeah,
Shocking that Vance
Vance did
went to
go.
a concert.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, Gary, that is a great album cover. Yep. I mean, hell, I think that album came out in '72, so I was 16 then. Yeah, that album was a fantastic album cover. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Gary's probably replaced that outer sleeve a few times.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna have to look up that cover. God
Oh,
dang.
you don't know that album cover, huh? Yeah.
Oh well, maybe I don't know. I don't remember it.
Holy
You
shit.
have it. You have it close
All right.
behind in your collection.
Secrets.
Ed is
Yeah.
also
Did you keep it?
Ed is meeting Alex on the 23rd.
Again, he needs a tour shirt.
I do have to make an Alex VC tour T-shirt. He has to send me all the dates and stops though.
Right.
I can't keep track of it. If he sends me all the dates and cities and person
Yeah.
who he
With,
met
with
with,
the channel name.
I will make up a T-shirt.
Yeah.
So, and then you're gonna put all the dates and cities in the back.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
T-shirt.
And-
Yeah.
and
I'll
instead
put
of
Karen
venues,
Vinyl on the front, and then
Yeah.
and instead of venues, you put the channel name on there.
yeah.
There you
Right.
go.
Yeah.
Gilbert.
Tangerine Dream also did a good score for the movie Thief. Ever see it? James Caan.
I know of it, but I don't know.
I think that's 1980. Pretty good movie, but yeah, they did a lot of movie scores.
Right.
You have any of their stuff, Olivier? Come across any of theirs? I don't think you find a lot of their stuff flipping through bins. Tangerine Dream.
Tangerine Dream. I think I only have one album,
Yeah.
and I don't think it was through bins.
This is Gary busting Rob's balls again because when we had Rob on spin on this, that was the first thing Gary asked him about because Rob's got a little bit of an intro to his videos, and Gary was like, "What's with the 5-minute intro?" So it may be 10 minutes now. I don't know. I haven't watched that live stream in a while.
Yeah, I have an intro. I have to. I feel it's long. I might have to. I kind of shorten it. Those intros, I think everybody skips, right?
Everybody skips over them.
Yeah, you fast forward.
Right? Yeah.
Actually, Olivia, yours is not that long, and
It's not that long.
Probably 30
sometimes
seconds.
if Katie's not in the video I'm showing, I'll just put the vinyl and then it pops in.
Yeah.
But if
What is
Katie's
that?
in the video with me, then I'll let it's Katie and I. So
What's the song that's playing?
I don't know. I took a song that had no copyrights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm blocked on so on the other platforms that I spin, all my videos, they're not muted, which I'm very happy. Some do get muted, but
Right.
There's no copyright. I can't. They're not. How do you say? They don't pay.
Right.
They
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're royalty free.
They're royalty free. Exactly.
yeah, I got I didn't get blocked or kicked off or struck, but when I did the Father's Day video with my daughter
Oh yeah.
going to EG Street Records, there was a portion in there while I'm flipping because I'm recording in a record store and they're playing something. I want to say it was the Clash that was playing, and they gave me the option of muting it out, but still you could hear my voice. So their AI technology is
It's
actually,
crazy. It's crazy.
because I mean the background music was not important. It was I was flipping through showing, and I'm making comments during it, so it didn't really affect it at all. But I'm just glad that they gave me that option of
Yeah.
being able to mute it out.
Uh,
So when a YouTube video is partially muted, I don't really. That means in a few countries, I don't really care because it's not a strike, right? And
Right.
my VC fellow friends can still see the video.
Yeah.
But if it's globally, if you see some red, then if you delete it, if you get a strike, if you delete it right away, the strike is gone.
Okay.
Yeah, because a few strikes and the channel is in jeopardy,
right.
I think.
But I don't follow how they decide what gets a strike.
Well,
Because
it
they're
depends on the art. I think it's the artists. So
okay.
if you put Brian Adams, you're screwed.
Oh, I know that.
You're getting a strike right away.
Brian Adams and the Eagles, you are screwed.
Oh, the Eagles, Brian Adams, you strike right away.
Wow, it's so weird.
So I never spin Brian Adams. I'll get muted on other platforms, and then but on YouTube, I did one Brian Adams once, and I got a strike. And I didn't know I could delete it right away. It was all new to me, so I was
Yeah,
like, I'm supporting Brian Adams. I love him, and then in my head, you know how it is. I'm spinning and I'm supporting and loving and spreading my love for an artist and hoping that. And some people do. Oh, I don't have that album. I'll go get it.
right.
Well, there
Yeah.
you go, Brian.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I
Brian
mean,
doesn't thank you, Olivier.
I
Yeah,
don't know many of us in the VC that are monetized. I mean, I don't qualify for monetization yet. Not that I don't think I would anyway, even if I had 10,000 subs. It just seems like it's too risky, especially with a music channel. If you accidentally play something, and like Brian Adams, I heard like one of Rob's friends or someone he knows that had a channel, and he put up like a 5-second live clip of Brian Adams, and overnight his channel was deleted without him knowing it.
yeah.
Oh no.
I mean
Yeah.
that's just rude.
All right, Gary. I am not going to give you crap at all because I actually do like Asia with John Payne. Album Silent Nation is a fantastic album. And actually, I see here too, Jack at CD Cave, he likes them too. So, yes, Gary, you are free of any ridicule if you go see. Why? Where are they playing? I didn't even know they were on tour, to tell you the truth. But
I
it's
didn't know they
funny.
still existed.
But it's funny, actually. I started reading a book on Asia today. It's like Gary's watching me through my phone or something.
Creep.
Of
Yeah, I know.
course, Gary.
That's what I don't get with because there are plenty of albums I have bought just because I've seen somebody on the VC talking about them.
It's just so what happens is they
Hmm.
so I once again every time I make a spin, I do a lot of spins on, for example, I'll give Facebook for example. Facebook sends me, you are sharing revenue with the artist, or
Yeah,
or the artist gets they tell me, so he's making the money. If he's not, if he's giving you the copyright, you don't have the copyrights. I would be making, I'm making money on Facebook.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'm making money on TikTok. I don't know what happened to YouTube. I was almost at 3,000 and then it's going down now. You know what 3,000
Yeah.
When you look to be monetized there.
Maybe you've been showing too much Tom Cruise. I don't know.
But yeah, you would think that these artists would, yeah, thanks. um, but yeah, you would think these artists would, you know, love the fact that, we're just talking about showing it,
Man,
and,
it's just keeping them alive,
and
especially.
and I know the money made on YouTube is like, nothing. You have to wait till you get up to $20 and then they give you a check. And even that could take months and months and months.
I
Just
remember about 6, 7 years ago, Brian Adams was playing downtown Chicago at Chicago Theater, which holds about 3,500 people. It did not sell out. They were just papering the street with tickets, just handing them out for free. And a
right.
friend of mine had sent me a text and he said, "Hey, if you're downtown, I'm going to go to a show if you want to join me. And I wasn't. I was out home in the suburbs, but that's where Brian Adams' career is, okay?
Hmm.
So you might like some free pub. I don't know, Brian.
I agree. I agree, but they're more lenient in some on some platforms today that they weren't a few years ago. But I mean, there's no, especially YouTube. YouTube, they'll. Well, we still manage to do a lot of spins. There's a lot of our VC friends that more and more are doing shorts, taking a
Hmm.
risk. I'm getting some Metallica out there. I'm getting some, a lot of artists, and they're partially muted, or some just are on there. And
Well, like when I do a short on YouTube, I'll use the music that's provided by YouTube. And I mean, it's the actual song.
yeah,
So it's not me doing a needle drop.
yeah.
So it's perfectly safe. But now, Steve, there was something that you got a strike on last year, wasn't it? That and you were like, who?
I
It was,
had,
and
I
it was like
had,
a
I
nobody.
had, I had Iron Maiden playing solo in the background that I didn't even think they'd be
No,
able to pick up on it.
it wasn't even Iron Maiden. No, it was someone that you're like, these people should be thanking me for like play. It was like someone that was like,
An unknown.
it was like they weren't exactly unknown, but they weren't.
They were washed up.
Yeah, it was like almost a has been.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah.
remember. I don't remember that one. The only one I remember is Iron Maiden, and I was kind of surprised.
And you got a strike.
Yeah, I did. Tell you the truth, Douglas. Per our good friend Alex at Beer and Vinyl, I bought a box set of Dream Theater up there. It's their first 10 albums, I think, and I can't get into any of them. So I haven't even really listened to Awake. I don't know, Trevor, Olivier, you listen to it?
I'm
No, I
not.
don't really listen to Dream Theater. I mean, I've tried a few times. I mean,
Yeah,
sorry, Alex, I've tried.
yeah.
It's not that it's bad. It's just it's
It just doesn't grab me. There's
the
nothing.
hooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiffin, Ohio. Oh well, we all know where Tiffin, Ohio is, Gary.
Yeah.
Um, that sounds kind of sad that Asia is playing in Tiffin, Ohio. Um,
What's Tiffin? I know.
Well,
Small town.
I will look it up.
it's got to be really small.
I've never heard of Tiffin.
Let's see.
Um,
Tiff
Yeah, you
Tiffin,
got your
Ohio.
computer. Oh yeah, you have your phone in front of you. Yeah, so.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, where the hell is this?
oh yeah,
They're playing in a pub.
you're you're right, Richard. Man, I can't believe how many retirement channels I see on YouTube that have 60, 70, 100,000 subscribers. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Where is Tiff?
there's it's like literally out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh,
Is
it's
that
south.
on Lake Erie?
It's south of Toledo.
It's
Okay.
yeah, south of Sandusky.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the hometown of one of the members. No.
I think they're
Okay.
European, aren't they? Like
Jack got
There we go. So yeah.
Jack got hit for playing Eloy in the background of a video. Oh my God, Gary saw Olivia Newton-John in Tiffin also.
What?
Wow.
Olivia
What
Newton-John was in my pickup yesterday also.
what
Greatest hits?
what size venue is that, Gary? I mean that
I'm guessing like maybe a
For
2,000,
2000.
2,500
I
seater.
I can see Olivia Newton-John playing to 2,000 people. I'd be surprised if Asia with John Payne could play to 2,000 people.
I mean,
But
I figure myself when it comes to Asia, I am like, Joe Public, and I know like the
in
first
the heat of the
album.
moment, yeah,
Yeah, I know the first album, and that's it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That first album is a great album, man. It's
I think
yeah,
that's the only one I have.
yeah, it's when prog rock goes pop.
Right.
Oh, it's a theater. Okay, so yeah, I think it's just a couple thousand people.
Yeah.
Speaking of prog rock, are you guys so yes, Pink Floyd, yes, Elos, so these more or less popular ones, but I found I don't know if you noticed, I got a collection, a lot of albums that I did not know of prog, and not always easy. I was never fully involved into the style, deeply involved, and I'm trying to discover it, but it's not easy to get into it. Are you guys prog rock fans?
I'm a big prog rock fan.
So you're a prog rock nerd, like our Montreal fan. That's why you guys met up.
You mean like
Uh,
FEA?
PA, yeah.
FEA is a big. I think FEA knows more about prog rock than I do, and he's
It's incredible. Yes,
he's
I
30
listen.
some years younger than me. He knows a lot of stuff that I don't even know. But you know what? Also, he grew up in Europe, and Europe is the
That's where
central
it's at.
point for prog rock. I mean,
Yeah.
so,
So
but
Gary, which theater are they playing at? 'Cause there's a couple theaters in Tiffin.
Tiffin has more than one theater.
I see the Ritz Theater, Seneca Starview, or
Okay,
that.
so
A
it's
town I've
quite
never even
it's a
Oh,
pretty
that's
big
a
town.
movie theater. Never mind.
That's
So
a
it
town
might
I've never heard of.
this might be the Ritz Theater, because when you put in theater, it could be movie theater also.
Oh, there you go.
Richard Amplifier, UK Prague, Manchester. Okay,
Oh,
Manchester.
I think I
Man-
heard Richard talk about them. Yeah.
Manchester can be it's a little bit of a different scene, but I'll take a listen. Yep, I know Jack is a big Prague guy. Oh, he's playing. He's
Ritz.
playing at the Ritz. Here
Okay.
you go. Here it comes, Trevor. Are you ready? What is Marsha going to say about prog rock?
Fluty, fluty, flute.
Here you go.
Please.
I don't know if Marsha, will you allow me to share with the rest of the class the name of your prog rock band that you're putting together? Is that still a state secret? Because Marsha does have a great name for her prog rock band.
So
Uh,
what instrument does Marsha play?
oh, she'll be playing the flute. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So
Mar-
she's a huge Jethro Tull fan.
yeah, yeah. Oh, big time. Yeah, yeah. She's the female Ian Anderson. Yes, yeah, yeah. She will be playing a flute, standing on one leg.
So give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna grab myself a beer.
Let's see. Wow, the Ritz Theater in Tiffin, Ohio has 1,260 seats.
Wow. Well, I'm surprised Olivia got. Is that the same one that Olivia played then? That's what he's saying, right?
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Wow, I'm surprised she got relegated to playing that small of a venue.
Well, I mean,
What year was that, Gary, that you saw Olivia there?
I'm guessing post 2000, and she
Oh,
hadn't
no.
had anything
No, I
commercial.
know, but it's a name also.
Yeah,
Just
but
kind
even
of
then, it's
surprised.
still kind of.
She's got to pull in like 1,000 creepy guys like Gary just coming to look at her. You know?
Hey Gary, if I were in the area, I would go too.
So, and then she's going to get real fans besides, like the dregs of Gary. Let's see. Since you mentioned prog rock, has Mr. Boston hurt? Oh, I actually had one of their albums, and I sent that to Alex at Beer and Vinyl when I was doing my CD purge.
That's
And I
right.
just couldn't get into it. I can't remember the name of the album, but I definitely remember the name of the band. And I think I bought it because I believe they're from Sweden, aren't they?
Gentle Giant.
Yeah, I know that album cover. That's a band I've had a hard time with because of the vocals.
Okay, so that's part of the Voyage of the Acolyte, Steve Hackett.
That's Steve Hackett. That's a good album. Yep.
So all these, I got like about 20 of obviously some great yes.
Well, okay, you got Tormato. That's so, but Fragile is definitely top 3 album for them.
Yeah, more Gentle Giant. So this I hear is a great album, Tarkus.
Yep.
ELP.
Yep. ELP Tarkus. Yep.
And
That
then,
looked like it was in very good shape.
This one here.
ELP. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, like look at this. The sleeve, everything is
Yeah. What'd you pay? What'd
a
you pay
bit
for
of
that?
ring wear here.
What'd
And
you
then,
pay for that?
Sorry,
What did you pay for that?
I didn't pay for that.
You got that for free.
I got it for 10 cents. That was in one of my videos.
Wow.
Jesus.
Mint.
Nice.
On the Manticore, or no? Is that the
And
Cotillion?
I think it's worth quite a bit, huh?
Yeah, it'll depend upon the pressing. Yeah. Okay, so
Obviously, this is a
oh,
Canadian.
Marcia actually shared this with Alex. So everybody listening, drum roll, please. Marcia's prog rock band. The name is Calcified Squirrel.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Calcified Squirrel.
Calcified Squirrel. Yes.
So and there you have. She has the logo already going. You got
I don't
the
know if she
t-shirt?
has the logo, but
I can't wait to see the logo.
I don't know who else is in the band. We just know she's playing flute. Yeah.
So far there's a flute.
There's a flute. There will always be a flute. Flute will be the lead instrument. I believe that is the album, Douglas, that I sent to Alex, was Gravity. I'd have to pull up the album cover. I believe it's like black. It's pretty black and then has like some yellowish and white artwork to it. But I think that is the CD I sent to Alex. All right. Jack is giving a big thumbs up to Anecdoten, or however you say their name. I can't remember how it's pronounced.
That was a band, Anecdoken?
Yeah. So what turns you off of prog rock? Is it the long form? Is it the long musical passages without any lyrics, vocals?
Well, it's very. There's the theatrical. It's very. You have to get into that space that I'm not used to doing. Um, Steve's working on the logo. So, Steve, you're working on the logo?
For Marcia, yeah, for Calcified Squirrel.
You took a picture outside of and then you're gonna.
That squirrel, and I'll animate it. Yeah.
There you go. That's pretty easy. So, but it doesn't. I'm not turned off. It's just not a natural thing to me. But and there's a lot of prog rock I enjoy. But when it gets deep into the, you said it, like there's songs that are like 25 minutes long, and you get into this. It's almost like a theatrical play. You have to almost close your eyes and live it and feel it and imagine. And but I'm enjoying it. I'm more and more. I'm happy. I'm happy that I got these like more or less 20 albums.
Well, I mean, like Tarkus, for somebody who's not into prog rock, that would be a tough listen, Tarkus. Whereas Fragile, that was my entry point to prog rock. That was
Yeah, so
first
that's
prog
because
rock
it's a little it's more of a commercial.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Roundabout on there, and then you've got a
Absolutely,
couple
absolutely.
other songs, but you do get a couple long songs. I mean, Heart of
Yeah.
Sunrise is long, South Side of the Sky, but yeah, Marcia, theatrical equals capes. She's thinking of Rick Wakeman on Ice. So, yeah, which was a complete bust for him, man. He went broke on that when he did The Wives of Henry VIII on Ice.
Oh, geez.
Oh, man.
Who did that?
Rick Wakeman from Yes.
Oh yes, yeah.
When he did that.
I actually got a few of his too.
I wonder if I still have that
Oh,
meme I sent you guys.
yeah, that meme you sent. Yeah, that was good.
God, what was it? I have so many fucking pictures on here. I can't even.
Well, I mean, Olivier, like I said, I mean, when I watch you doing your flips, stuff you're buying, I mean, because like I say, you're all over the board. But I mean, do you have like your two, three genres that are your go-to?
Yeah, I love I love hair metal. I love Cinderella. I love Skid Row. But if there's three, I love I get stuck in the past. So I don't
Yeah,
listen to music
we
today.
all do. We
Obviously,
all we all love where
I'm
we
stuck in
grew
the
up. I
past.
mean, so you're a big
So
hair metal guy.
sorry.
You're a big hair metal guy.
I love Motley Crue. I love to the extent Guns N' Roses. You know that era of rock and roll for me. Because I think I lived so many. That was the highlight of my the best years of my life,
Right.
and it stuck with me. And I think it's stuck with me forever. But at that same time, there was Metallica. But
Mm-hmm.
at that same time, I mean, there was these guys, Depeche Mode, and
Right.
then there was Duran Duran. So man. If I showed you pictures of me in the 80s and early 90s, the styles that I've had,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing who I am, but knowing what I love and knowing who I am, but I just flipped the alternative, black, the Cure, Depeche Mode. I had black eyeliner, the cockroach shoes, and the jacked black hair up to here, and then I shaved it and I listened to Subhumans, DRI, and then I was, I'm a skater, I'm a punk rocker, and then I would listen to Indochine, which is a French band, going to the ramp, and then Metallica. So I'm all over the map. I would flip in the morning this, and then the afternoon that, and at night that, in the same day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you mentioned Duran Duran there. Marsha P. thinks John Taylor is the best looking man ever.
He's hot.
Um, how would you compare him to Tommy Bolin? Which,
Marsha, was this subject approached already?
Um,
Marsha,
I know Marsha's answer to it. I'm just curious as to what yours is.
well, Tommy had better hair.
Oh yeah, Tommy definitely.
But the thing
Tommy's
is,
the
though,
best.
John Taylor had his coif was on point.
Tommy's
it
a
was
better.
on point, but that's a giant.
Tommy's the better musician by far.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, man. John
Well,
Taylor is an
we don't
underrated bass
exactly we
player.
don't know.
John Taylor is an underrated bass player. Truthfully.
Well, he may be an underrated bass player, but he is nowhere near as good as Tommy Bolin is a better guitarist than John Taylor is a bass player. That's what I'm going to say.
There you go.
I get that, Jack. I do that too. There are plenty of bands I missed from the '60s and '70s growing up that I now listen to.
Well, and that's the great thing about music. It's there.
Yeah,
There's again, kind of like the series I've been trying to do is where the fuck have I been?
there you go.
You know, um,
John Taylor.
trying to learn where to go to with it's like I like this, so where should I go from there? But yeah, Olivier, since we found out we're pretty much, twins,
Yeah.
age wise. The 80s is, man, it was, as a teenager loving music, it was at least hard for me to just like take on one type, but yeah, like you were saying, Metallica. I mean, I got into them. I was 15. Ride the Lightning was like their latest output.
Look at that head of hair.
Yeah.
That head
Me
of
was Kill 'Em
hair.
All.
Marsha,
Okay.
look at that. Marsha, look at that head of hair. My God, you would kill to have that head of hair, Marsha. Not just John Taylor.
I think all of us would kill to have
Yeah.
that. But so being 15 and discovering music that's just really fast, you're already amped as is, so throw that in. But then again, I'm also listening to you know uh, all the best by Paul McCartney, the greatest hits of Paul McCartney, or Carpenters. I didn't care. I was, and we all say this, especially as music people, you know
Well,
guilty pleasures is a non-existent phrase to us. There's no such thing. You like what you like. I mean, if you're embarrassed by it, that's on you. But I mean, I give two shits if people,
I don't give a
think that's
flying fuck.
weird that you listen to that. Yeah, well,
all right,
I see.
hold on, hold on one second. Time out. We have a strange question from Marsha. I don't know what kind of Willie she's talking about. How you doing on your Willie journey?
yeah, because that was my first. The
Oh yeah, that's right. That's your because you showed Willie Nelson. Okay, that
Oh
kind of
yes,
drawing.
exactly. I was going to bring that up. I had answered that.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
I still have to walk out the door with that one. The journey.
Okay. Marsha
You
apparently thinks she
had
has
the
a
head
nicer
of
head of
hair.
hair as Tommy
I
Bolin.
had the head of hair. But like you were saying, Trevor, so I remember I went in here in Verdun. I went to see Slayer, Overkill, and Motorhead. That was incredible. I came home in the metro. Back in the days, it was the leather. I was a rocker, long hair, cut off jean jacket, leather under it, and then
Yeah.
I had those white high top running
Oh
shoes.
yeah.
And I came home without one. I went mosh pit. It's over. I'm done. and so I would go there, and then the next week I could go see Madonna.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
No shame, no shame. Lucky Star, I love it. I love, love, love Madonna. Um, Holiday, so I still listen to that. So I don't know what. It's just, I guess it's reminiscing and living.
Yeah.
Because there were there were people that would stick to one style of music, not opening up,
Right.
and which is fine, but that
Mhm.
wasn't me. I was
Yeah.
really.
I honestly feel bad for people like that. It's just like you're missing out. It's just like
Be- because if you
like
didn't like that music back then, today, can you say you liked it? Can you listen? You know what I'm saying? If you were open to all kinds of music, if your horizons were quite wide back then,
right.
80s, 90s, you were like, wow, I love pop, I love death metal, I love alternative, and then I love these bands, and then today I have them all right here on my right, and I put them on the table, and I'm like, wow, the memories.
Yeah.
The
Well,
people that didn't go through that, I think, are lacking today a few memories.
yeah. Well, I mean, and then you go into what I call like the change of guard in the early '90s when the floodgates of just all this not weird, some weird stuff really got out there, but it's just so many different things were just being presented out there. I knocked out my bottle here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, luckily it's plastic and empty. Yeah, just that early 90s. And again, I think being our age, we're still just taking it all in. And it was just the floodgates of just all these different things coming at us. It was just awesome. I loved that time. You go to shows and you could see something extremely hard hitting one night, like you were saying, go see Slayer and then, go see Madonna later on. Then I would see, I don't know, some like Fear Factory and then see like the Cardigans like later that week.
And then I saw Pink Floyd 3 times, and then I would see Alice Cooper. Then I went to see Usher and Janet Jackson, which was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So man, and all these are great memories. And today I can enjoy all this music and reminisce and relive. And then I've never seen Led Zepp. Steve, have you seen Led Zepp? Being a little older,
Only saw Led Zeppelin once on the Physical Graffiti tour.
amazing. So I
Okay.
didn't get the chance to do that.
Well,
I
you were 9 years old when they broke up.
I know, but
Yeah,
I envy because I have a lot of people telling me so many stories on these platforms that I have. I love Led Zepp. Like they're so good. Yes, you can say they have a lot. I don't know. Do you love Led Zepp?
I do.
What about you, Trevor?
I like them a lot. um,
If
no, real quick,
if Gary is here, he's the biggest Led Zeppelin fan in the crowd.
Steve, seeing Led Zeppelin Physical Graffiti tour, they did multiple nights there in Chicago, right?
Yeah, I only went to one night though.
Okay.
I felt fortunate enough to get tickets for one night.
Well, the thing is, the podcast I listen to every day, Drew Lane, he's in Detroit, but he's from Chicago, and I think he saw one of those shows, and I guess he saw the one show. I guess Jimmy got really sick, and I think they only did like 6 songs, and
Oh
then
no, I saw the full show.
yeah. But I think on that same run in Chicago, one
Yeah.
of the shows, Jimmy got super sick.
Jimmy was out of it at that point. He was very sloppy that show. That I can tell you.
Oh, he
Right.
was
Yeah.
sloppy bad.
Sloppy bad. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page.
Yeah, well, I mean, even on the song remains the same, he seemed kind of.
Oh yeah, a lot of the live performances he's sloppy. He is a studio musician. He is not meant for playing live.
Right.
There you go. We asked Olivier earlier.
Yeah,
It's in the air.
if I can free up MGK, I will definitely be crossing the border.
Okay.
I was jealous of your party last year. I agree with Olivier. Yeah.
Anthony's another guy that's very good for this. He can listen to pretty much anything.
So Anthony and he's the first one in the VC that I actually shared. He asked me for my phone number, and we've been communicating for a few months now, and we share moods, and he's a very nice man, a very nice guy. He's such a cool guy, and I have a lot of similarities with him, and the music tastes and the moods, like he's explaining right there, is one of these things that kind of brings us together. So yeah, from Metallica, Tony Bennett. That's what I spun last week. Exactly.
Jack played Madonna yesterday.
I still need to get that on vinyl. I love that record.
The what?
Ray of Light.
MGK agrees with Anthony. Oh, here Richard soliciting an invite. Is he still on the list, Mike? So, if not, is Alex making a stop in Denver? Gonna have to put Denver on the T-shirt too.
Where is Alex? How come he's not popping in?
Well, he was in Boston. He might be.
I'll bet you he's probably at his hotel by now.
Yeah, but I mean,
well, because he's flying in to Seattle tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh well, then he's on a plane probably.
He might be taking a red eye for all we know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so he's at the airport.
So he
Possibly.
flew into Boston today, and then he's flying out to Seattle tomorrow.
So what's the purpose of his tour?
It's
Well,
work.
he has to travel a lot for work, so
Okay, I
So,
don't know.
yeah,
I've never spoken
right.
personally to Alex, so
So
so yeah, he told me he was going to be in the area a while back, um, and with my job, I have plenty of PTO to take a day off here and there, and I'm like, of course, you're in town, I will take the day off. So the day he's free, we got a few plans.
how
You know,
long is he in?
pardon?
How many days is he in?
I think 2 or 3,
Okay.
but I think he might be. Well, I probably shouldn't like list off his plans in public.
Right.
But I think he might be um, doing some other stuff aside. Well, I know the first day it's a work thing tomorrow, but I think tomorrow's a free day. But yeah, we got a few things planned out loosely, of course. We got to kind of be fluid with that, but.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be pictures and hopefully video to share.
he's a fun guy to watch. His videos are very entertaining, and he's got a lot of knowledge, right?
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
got
He's
very
another.
interesting. He's very intellectually, musically. I mean, I listen to him, and you get drawn in. I say that about a lot of you guys, but he's one of those guys that I'm drawn in. He's talking about things I don't even you know that you don't even know bands. He
He's
brings out stuff
another.
I don't know of.
He's another big prog rock guy, Alex. He's
Exactly.
really
Yes.
prog rock.
Well, the
And that,
prog and the jazz. I mean, you'd think he was like, you know, our age or Steve's age,
but
and
how old is he?
he's 35.
35.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he's very young. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 but that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I'm double his age. I've lapped him.
But this is what's so freaking cool about the VC and this bonding through music is that the age is just when you say age is just a number, it really is
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
because music is
Alex and Gary and we met up last year at in Cincinnati to see Uriah Heep live. So
Mhm.
Gary is also very entertaining. I love that guy.
Oh yeah.
Gary is. I think did Gary turn 60 this year? I think he did turn 60, didn't he? I think Gary's 9 years younger than me. I think he turned
I don't
60.
know if he turned. I don't think
Gary,
so.
oh, Gary, you're not there. You went to bed already, you old fuck.
Gary reminds me of Norm.
Norm McDonald or oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Gary has a very subdued.
I told him
Yeah,
from day one, I
yeah.
think, or no, maybe not day one because
Well, I mean,
day two.
talking about the Boston trip, because it was just a pleasure to meet everybody in person. But I think meeting people, and I hate to single out people, but the people that are in our text thread.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Steve couldn't make it, but I think we formed a really cool friendship. So to actually, talk face to face and not screen to screen, it was such a special time. And hopefully, dude, if you can make it down to Buffalo, you will
Yeah.
experience, meeting people, and and it's true. Everyone is who you see on screen. There's
Oh, I can
It,
imagine.
it sucked because it was the only bad cold I had had since COVID.
yeah,
I never caught COVID. Hadn't really had a cold either because I mean, since COVID, you've been limited to the number of people you see. As well, especially. I mean, I was already limited anyway because of my business. I ran it out of my house, so
right.
I didn't have to see many people. And with my wife, she worked from home for a year and a half because of the lockdown, so she wasn't being exposed to anybody. So I never got sick, and then I ended up feeling shitty like 3 4 days before Boston.
Mm.
3 4 days. Oh, that sucked because you were planning on going.
I was
Oh,
going, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he made
Yeah,
shirts.
I printed up the T-shirts and everything.
And
Yeah, I
but
know you sent
luckily
them. Yeah,
but smartly you shipped them there.
I shipped them ahead of
yeah,
time
you shipped
because
them. Yeah,
I didn't want to go through the bullshit of taking them on the plane because I was just going out with carry-on.
because
Right.
there was a box.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Hopefully Anthony is still watching. I have to show this. I get a little piece of VCLT from Anthony today. He sent
nice.
me a CD of the
Oh,
Birds doing the songs of Bob Dylan, but you know what? It wasn't the music. It was the note inside that made it. Because I had shown on recent purchases how I got a CD, and somebody was smart enough. They took a little piece of bubble wrap, cut it out, and put it over the teeth, okay?
Yeah.
So that they wouldn't get broken up during shipping, okay? It protected them, all right? And I
oh,
commented on that in my video. So Anthony, there he writes, please tell me that you need this album. I found it in my recent CD finds the other day. Instantly thought of you. I also put some bubble wrap over the teeth for you, my little spoiled brat friend.
I love
Perfect.
it.
Yes. I mean, and well, see, and that's the thing with that trip. The first person I met in person was Anthony. He picked me up at the airport,
Yeah.
and it was just.
But I
I've
mean,
gone over this
the beau-
numerous times. We were both laughing because it seemed so surreal to us.
yeah.
We're sitting in a
Yeah,
car,
yeah, 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 yeah.
I
and
mean, the beauty of that was okay. I mean, the fact that he sent it to me, yes, fantastic. But the fact that he had watched the entire video, heard me comment on it,
yeah,
filed that in his memory bank, and then went through the trouble of doing that. So,
That's
Anthony,
amazing.
I
And
love you.
you
I
know,
love you, man.
he did similar thing. You know, you saw the VCLT he sent
yeah,
me. That was the first ever I got, and I'm like,
that was awesome.
what the hell? You know, from the incense to the stogie to the, but that like when we listen to the people that interest us, and this is what the VC does. We remember, and it goes in there, and it stays in there. And then when we have these lives, we bring up all these little things that we remember about each other,
Hey,
which
did you
is
get
very, very cool.
did my stuff arrive yet or
It's
not?
coming, I think, tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because
yeah. I think it
originally it
was supposed to be Friday, and
was
then it
supposed
was
to be
pushed back to
Friday.
Monday.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't know when it's crossing borders what happens and
It's like it's really not far. It's in Lachine. It's like uh, 15 minutes away. Not even 10 minutes. 12 minutes away.
oh, you have to go pick it up?
No, I don't have to go pick it up. It's coming here
Oh, okay.
from what it says. Uh, but yeah, it was supposed to come Friday, and I'm excited. I mean, I didn't expect it. Very
No,
nice of you.
no problem.
I'll be doing. I'll be doing my second VCLT. It's exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
VCLT is always fun.
All
Yeah.
right. Really cool. So what? So VCLT. When did that start?
Oh God.
There's a
I'm sure
couple
someone
people
looked it up.
there's a couple people who seem to kind of take credit for it. Seems like it's been around for a long, long time. Um, so I can't give you a definitive date. But yeah, it's been ongoing for quite a while. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm going to say over a decade for sure.
Yeah. I had to look it up to be
Yeah.
like, what does VCLT even?
Yeah, I had to look it up
Fine.
too. Originally, when I first started coming on YouTube and I start seeing this VCLT stuff, I'm like, what the hell is this? So I just,
Same here.
yeah, I'm like, okay,
And
what
it
the
was
hell?
it was with you guys, and I'm like, what the hell? So I looked it up. Vital Community Love Train. I'm like, all right. And then why are they doing that? Do they have to exchange? I didn't really know. You know, you're like, why are the? And then it's just the gang, the group, the people that you bond with, and the people that you get to know through the
Yeah.
VC.
Well, because obviously, we can't just be like, meet up down at the pub and like, oh, here I got this for you. We have to ship it. So,
Yeah,
and it's definitely if it's something that someone was looking for, or something that you think that this person's gonna dig, and you happen to have it, or it's you stumble upon it. and then you're like, hey, I remember this person was looking for this. So yeah.
There you go, Richard. You are taken care of. Richard saw Janice Jackson. Thomas Weary. Now, Thomas, he's a very loyal commenter to my channel. And
Oh, Alice Cooper and Led Zepp.
yeah, I saw Alice Cooper in '73 also.
How old was I? How old was Trevor?
Well, you guys were 3 years old. I was 16 and a half.
You were puffing. We were like slurping
Right.
on milk.
Yeah. Let's see. Oop, Richard. Okay, Alex has his email. Here's Marcia. What?
Marcia's still there?
That cough. Yeah, that cough. Yeah, but that cough. It was just a cough. I could have flown. I could have traveled. It was just an annoying cough I got when I came back from Portugal. But other than that, I could have. With that cough, I could have gone to Boston. There's Anthony.
Then everybody would have caught your cough.
Yeah, I don't think it was contagious. It was
No,
just,
not by that time. No,
it was something I just had that I couldn't get rid of for like 6-7 weeks. It just
I remember that. It got to the point where it was like funny.
Yeah, I
in
mean,
the live streams.
Love Train. Yep.
Yes.
So, but where are we at here? We're at 8:25. What do you got for us, Olivier?
What do I got for you?
Yeah.
Like, we're to talk about.
Throw something out there.
So I'm just wondering. So you guys love. What do you listen to your vinyl on? So I've never. I never see. So I think you did a video of your room.
I did a room tour.
Yeah.
I saw that earlier because I was trying to see last week's video that you did on Sunday, and then I saw, but I didn't look at it. So are you guys audiophiles?
No,
No.
not at all. Not at all. I don't care what pressing it is. Does not matter to me one bit.
Amazing, because there's a few. I try to you listen. I think an audiophile is a you have to have a lot of money, right? First to start out.
It helps.
Yeah. Doesn't hurt the cause, no.
Right, man. It's very expensive to get hi-fi. If you're talking Macintosh, you see all these guys on the VC that have these sets, and they have this. Their needle is like $4,000.
Right.
And I'm like, are you serious? Like, who spends that amount of money? So I am all about vibes. I don't care about the pressing. It's really about the music that I get to enjoy and that I put on the table, because the sound, even the speakers. I mean, what do you have, Trevor, as a system?
I am beyond basic. I have a Fluence RT81, which has a built-in preamp.
Okay, which is right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I have a built-in preamp. I have 2 powered shelf speakers about that tall.
Okay.
Because this room I'm in, this what you see is my music area. The other half is my wife's office.
Yeah.
So I have a very limited space. So as much as I want to get a receiver, a CD player, because the only CD player I got is a boombox back here, and it's garbage. But to listen to records, I don't need much in this 10 by 10 room.
The sound is
Yeah.
satisfying.
I mean, as long as the records sound good, I don't need a mo-fi press of anything. As long as it sounds good. I have heard crappy records. I had what was it, like an Abbey Road half-speed master of like Emperor, this black metal, which I know sounds to some people sounds like garbage in the first place, but I had this album on CD and it sounded great. The album sounded like utter shit, and so I actually got rid of that one a long time ago. But this does well for me. Turntable and speakers with a built-in preamp. For right now, it works.
And you're happy.
Yeah, and my collection is probably roughly about 600 LPs.
What's your collection is a little bigger, Steve?
Oh
I've
yeah,
got like about 4,000 CDs and about 2,500 albums. But of those 2,500 albums, I think only 5 are either MoFi or a UHQR.
Okay.
So, and I bought the UHQR of Jethro Tull Aqualung. Okay, it's many days it's a top 10 album for me. Okay, so even though I had the remix that Steven Wilson did, I don't know if you're familiar with Steven Wilson from the band Porcupine Tree or any of his solo work,
I have
but
not.
anyway, all the prog rock bands from the 70s have put their catalog into his hands to remaster. Okay, he's done Yes, King Crimson, Gentle Giant, Jethro Tull, numerous other ones. Okay, Rush. He's done a lot of stuff, and I had his remix of Aqualung, and it was fantastic. Why I thought something would top that, I don't know, but I bought the UHQR, I guess, just as kind of a comparison. And Steven Wilson sounds better. And so because of that, I don't need to get another UHQR.
You wanted to compare?
Yeah, I guess I just wanted to compare it. So
A lot of
and
people do that.
it does
A lot of
sound
people
good.
do that.
It does sound good. It probably sounds better than the original, but I I'm fine
Does
with
it make you happier?
Steven Wilson remix makes me happier. The UHQR, I'm kind of like, you know what? I probably pissed away $125.
Yeah.
So
See, I never I never went down that route. I'm probably never gonna. I'm just satisfied with. And sometimes I'm gonna be honest. I have albums that are a little bit. They've done a lot of a lot of parties, and I still find that they bring a vibe to the room and to my life, and I enjoy that sound, and I enjoy those. But I don't need that pristine. I enjoy it, but if it isn't, I'm not I'm not gonna go buy another album.
right. On vinyl, I don't need pristine, but man, I hate that big annoying pop. If you're playing it loud, I mean, it is.
Oh, yeah, no, the pop. I agree. I
Yeah.
can't pay. I can't. Yeah.
Hey, Greg, how you doing?
hey Greg,
Marcia's going to bed. Thanks, Marcia. Thanks for stopping by.
good night.
Ciao, Marsha.
Anthony says hi to Greg. Got some Pink Floyd while I'm watching. Well, yeah, there you go. I like to listen to good sounding records coming out of good system.
That's Uwe. He lives just a few miles from me.
Oh, okay. Oh, I do remember you talking about him. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you guys met up?
Oh, few times.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. We were hoping. I was hoping to meet up with him this weekend, but him and Harry went out to Kelso, which is a couple hours from here, for a record show this past weekend.
Okay. Yep. He is Steven Wilson. He's a magician with sound, man. He's incredible. I'm looking forward to his new album. Supposedly, he's going back kind of to his prog basics. There's Greg. Yep. Any Rory sounds good, Greg. Glad you liked that. Yep. Here's Emma. How you doing, Emma?
Hey, nice to see you again.
Emma has a new live stream. What do they
I
call
don't
it?
know Emma. Nice to meet you,
Hello.
Emma.
Well,
What,
it's
what's it
going to be
called?
it's a
Detroit
podcast.
Hello Kitty something. I
No,
forget.
it's Rock City
Rock
Kitty.
City Kitties. That's right.
It's Dee Dee, not T.
Yeah, they're playing Kiss and Cheap Trick. So,
Yeah. So,
oh, there's John. How you doing, John?
hey, John.
How you doing, John?
Yep. Very true, Richard. So
Steven Wilson. So he's releasing an album?
he has a new album coming out. Yeah. Oh, in fact, Thomas, where he asked, yeah, Thomas, I got the new Jethro Tull either yesterday or the day before, and I've listened to it twice. I can't say it's doing a lot for me, but I will also say this: the last three Jethro Tull albums have not done a lot for me. The Zella Jean and Flutie, whatever it's called. I forget. I think Marcia named that album for them.
What was it your
Did you look at the credits? Is Marsha in there?
you know,
Did you check the credits, man?
I did
so
that.
what
Uh,
wasn't your basic review saying that is like you're glad you bought it on CD?
I'm glad
Oh,
I
you
did
bought it
buy it
on
on.
CD. Okay.
I bought it on CD. Yeah, I've learned from Jethro
Okay, so
Tull
is that what you do?
over the last couple albums. It depends upon the artist. If I'm like, okay, you know what, they've disappointed me a couple times now, I'm just going to buy the CD first, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear
if
you.
it
Oh,
blows me
that's
away,
smart.
then
You
okay,
know, I never thought of that.
I'll get the LP. I don't know, Thomas. Do you like the new Jethro Tull? I mean, like I say, I've only listened to it twice, so I don't know if I'm a right
Yeah,
person to ask.
actually saw
Steve,
Emma.
Steve, are you going to go see Simple Minds?
I'd like to go see them, but they're playing in the city of Chicago.
Oh yeah, you told me. Yeah.
I refuse to give the city of Chicago any of my money, so I don't go
Oh
into
yeah.
the city. But they are playing down in. They're not playing far from my sister. And actually, I wanted to go see Bob Dylan on March 28th.
Bob
Uh,
Dylan is playing.
yeah. He's still out there on tour, but he's playing like 20 minutes from my sister's house down in Missouri. I was going to drive down there because it's actually on a Friday, so I figured I might just drive back Saturday. But um, unfortunately, I'll be in Arizona then, so I think it's better than the last two. You know what? I'm probably going to agree with you because I think I did like it more than the last two. Zella Jean just really, I thought, sucked. What do I got against Chicago there, Sam? Well, I have two rules on this live stream. Okay. Taylor Swift is not Chicago's problem. Okay. Okay.
Also, hello, he says.
All right. Richard says hi to Sam. What is Sam doing up so late? It's 9:30 out in Virginia.
Oh, he's in Virginia?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sam's out in Virginia.
yeah, he's not making it out to the party.
Well, he's got a good excuse.
Yeah,
He's getting married that day.
Oh, is he the same
Yeah,
day?
yeah, he
yeah.
is. He's getting
And he
married.
doesn't want to get married in Buffalo?
I guess not.
That would be
Maybe,
something.
maybe Sam would, but maybe his fiance does not want to get married in the.
Maybe, probably his fiance. He's
It-
like, he wouldn't bring it up.
yeah, and I'm sure probably the lot of us all together at once, at such a special occasion would probably be the downfall of a lot of things. So.
Uh, Sam, Sam had a gig tonight. Okay, very good, Sam.
Nice.
Did you kill him?
He was playing?
Yeah, Sam's a guitar player.
Plays
Singer.
guitar, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You've probably popped in on a
Yeah, I pop
live
it on his
stream
channel
by
once in a
him.
while.
Yeah. So
I don't see him pop up as often, though.
no, well, he's engaged now, so
Yeah.
he doesn't have time. He nowhere has as much free time on his
You gotta
hands.
be careful. Maybe it's his wife, his future wife, that's on the channel right now.
Yeah. I don't think she does YouTube
With kindness.
with kindness. Yeah, yeah. She probably doesn't want to get married in beautiful downtown Buffalo, if there's such a thing. I don't know.
I don't think there is. Well,
I mean,
Mike tries to sell it to us,
he
taking his
does.
walks or his jogging
He's
there.
he's
Well,
mostly selling Revolver records, though.
Yes.
that's what
But
he's
then
selling.
again,
The
what we were
rest,
saying, what we were saying earlier about the inventory of Buffalo. I mean, that says a lot. If there isn't a
Yeah.
lot of houses up for
Well,
sale.
actually, I think I included it on one of the during our text thread that I came across an article. It was like Buffalo was the number one location that people are moving to now.
what?
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, Why the hell would you want to move to Buffalo?
Because of the Bills?
I don't know if it's because of the Bills, but
Well,
Because it ain't because of the Sabres, that's for sure.
yeah. So I don't
but
know.
I mean, even my hometown area is, seeing a renaissance,
Oh yeah. Detroit's coming back big.
and people are moving there. And, I've had a friend say, I know I've told you this joke before, Steve, but I have a friend, Scottish guy, but he lives here, and he's like, you know what? I would really like to check out Detroit. And I said, yeah, like said no one ever.
Yeah.
Because I'm from there, and it's but me and my daughter were downtown a couple years ago when I was home visiting, and downtown is so nice now.
In Detroit?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I
Because it was a worn down city, right?
Oh yeah.
Like it died.
Yeah.
Well,
Motor City kind of.
it was the businesses like retail was non-existent in downtown Detroit. Um, but they flipped that around quite a bit. I mean, the hood is still the hood. There's still needs a lot of work
Yeah.
outside of downtown. But yeah, I had a fleeting, minute second that I was just like, I wonder it'd be like to move back here, and then I remember that winter sucks.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. Well,
you
I
know,
agree.
I like it here where I don't have to, shovel my driveway of rain. So
It snowed again here today. It's snowing again tonight. Another 5 centimeters. This has been because we didn't get any snow last year or the year before. It was very minimal. And this year, you heard about the storm we got. We got like
Right.
75
oh yeah.
into. Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh yeah, you'd show in the videos like the snowbank.
There's mount. They don't even know where to put the snow anymore. The dumps are full. So now they're it's crazy, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah, that's
But
why when I tell people we're moving to Tucson, they're like, I don't know if I could do that heat. And I said, you know what? I don't have to shovel heat.
I don't have to shovel heat.
Yeah.
Is that where
yeah,
you're moving, Steve?
Yeah.
Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah, it's just a little south of there, yeah. But it'll be well, it's gonna like I said, I go down March 28th. Got to go down to their design center because we're having the house built and
Oh, nice.
have to pick out
So
all.
you found your land and you're good.
Yeah, have to pick out our cabinets and flooring and all of that shit. So and then after we get 21 days to do that, and after that, then they start officially. They put you in the slot for being built. But they said if we finalize up, say, middle of April, we probably won't break ground until June, and it's going to take about 10 months. So now we're looking at like February, March of 2026. So at that point, my wife said, well, you know what? She said, let's just stay till November because then she'll finish out her year at work on her birthday, November 26th of 2026. So, but I'll be going down there a lot because they only they take care of the front yard. They landscape the front yard, but I'll have to have the back done. So I'll have to go down there to meet with landscapers, and then also we'll be buying some new furniture for there. So I'll have to go down there to take delivery of stuff. So I'll be down in Tucson quite a bit.
Are you gonna have like cactus there and stuff? Is that your landscaping? Is that cactus country there?
It is cactus country, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
well, now I got two reasons to go into Arizona. So
yeah, Buffalo
well,
should be beautiful in July.
a
Yes.
friend of mine that I grew up with there. So
Sam, you probably don't get snow. How much snow do you get where he's at? I don't
probably
think
get some.
I don't think he gets some, but there's no way he gets. I mean, okay, Chicago record I think is what is it? It's like 91 inches, I think. There's no way Virginia.
91
I think that's our record, yeah.
in one fall,
In one winter
but
season.
one winter we got 78 in 2 days. Like
Not
it, was
78
crazy here.
inches.
It was mayhem.
put you in the slot as a mausoleum. No, you say you got 78. 78 what?
Inches.
You got 78 inches in 2 days.
No, in 2 weeks. Sorry,
Oh, in 2 weeks. Okay.
2 weeks. Two snowfalls.
That's a lot.
Yes.
Hey, listen. Everything closed down.
Well, yeah. Well,
They
and we
closed.
get
They
that.
closed everything down. Like schools were closed even before the snow started.
All right, Anthony. You know what? It's ridiculous here now. Like here, when schools shut down here, it's like they get 3 inches of snow now. They shut down here. I'm
Yeah,
like, my God,
back
don't
in
you?
the days. You know how it was.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, back in the day, well, I remember the town I lived in. Even the radio people would like mention it. They would list all the school closings, but my school district would stay open. They're like, Clarkston, what's up with you guys? You guys are insane. Everyone else is closed. Why don't you stay closed too?
Oh, hey, Greg, we're moving to a Dell Web 55 plus community, so I know I can trust them. Yes. All right, Sam. Oh, Sam had 24 inches this year. He hates the heat. You know why Sam hates the heat? It plays havoc with his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would just need like, a bandana over our head to soak up the sweat,
Yeah. You know where that is, Olivier? Cornwall?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. So they must have had a lot of snow, just like us. Like we got hit so hard. Ottawa is an hour and a half from here. Cornwall is not too far either.
Well, I'm going to tell you this year, man, it was a great winter to be in Chicago because I think I've shoveled twice.
Right.
And the one time we did have snow, but it was so light and powdery, I just used the push broom on the driveway. That was all I used. I mean,
No.
yeah,
Here,
I mean it's incredibly mild winter, and I mean now what are we at? Tomorrow's March 10th.
Yeah.
We're not going to get much measurable snow after this. Although I do remember one April Fool's Day. It was actually on I believe March 31st. Went to see Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare Tour, and spent the night at Buddy's house. I wake up in the morning to
boom.
go to work, and it was like, man, it was like a foot of snow fell at night, and that was April 1st. I mean,
Yeah, you can get that surprise
it
last
can,
minute surprise. Yeah.
it can happen, yeah.
Yeah. Even out here, I mean, snow is rare, um, which is fine by me, which is one of the catalysts of moving to the Pacific Northwest. But when there are times that it will snow. I remember this was Valentine's Day weekend. I want to say it was 2017, and it was Friday morning, and we knew the storm was coming. And my boss told us because Olivia, I drive a truck and deliver high pressure gas cylinders.
Okay.
So my supervisor said, just do your medical stuff and then head back because we don't need your trucks out there in this garbage. Because the thing is with the Pacific Northwest, when it snows, we don't have the equipment
No,
like
you're not equipped.
you guys have.
All right.
There is some, but not enough like what you guys
Yeah,
have.
yeah, yeah.
So we got back. I got done at like I started at the time. I started at 5 in the morning. I was done by like 10:30. So and thankfully this is on a Friday. So my ritual on Fridays was after work I'd get a coffee because Saturday I'm not working, so why not? I go into a 7-Eleven and it still hasn't snowed yet. I'm making my coffee like 90 seconds later. It looked like someone flipped a switch and it was just coming down like crazy. And we were snowed in for that. We got like 14 inches. And at the time I was driving a Kia Soul. So, 9 inches of clearance,
Oh yeah.
14 inches of snow. And come Monday, I told my assistant supervisor, I'm not coming in. He was like, well, I made it in. I'm like, yeah, you're driving your wife's 4-wheel drive Nissan. I'm not going to burn my transmission to get to work. No. So I had a very long weekend, due to snow.
But this year, a lot of southern states got you saw, or it was crazy.
My wife has a sister in Houston. They have had more snow than we have had.
It's
Wow.
insane. So you would
Yeah.
see these videos of 30, 40 cars trying to get up like a little. They're not equipped to snow remove, and nobody has winter tires. They don't exist, and so nobody's ready for that. And
No,
yeah, it's been a crazy one. Mother Nature's been hitting a lot of spots that never get
yeah,
snow.
New Orleans got hit too.
New
Oh,
Orleans
right.
got hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Forgot about that.
all right, well, let's wrap this up. Don't go where any Olivier because we chat once the broadcast is done. So hold on, don't disconnect.
All right, guys.
Um, thanks everybody for stopping by.
Good night, guys.
Thank you so much for
Commenting.
the invite, guys. I
Okay.
appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun
Hold
night.
on. Hold on 1 second.
All right. Good.